It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And
I'm Perry.
Hey, Perry.
Hey, guys. How are you?
welcome to the show, Perry.
Thanks for having me.
From This Is My Bourbon podcast.
That's me.
And yeah.
You all know him from our chats.
Yeah, I'd like
And from his bourbon.
like to get in a little early and get everybody pumped up. Sorry I wasn't in there today.
Because you were here.
Because I was here. I was getting ready to
In
do
person.
this with you guys.
That's right.
Live in
right.
the flesh.
I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
This is going to be something else, let me tell you.
Yes.
Yes, it is. So we're, kind of cramped in here again, but we're all friends.
We like each other.
It's hard to do a
The
three-shot.
F word is a strong word, Chad.
Friends. We are acquaintances.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. Just kidding.
I am the Raj of the group, though.
Oh,
so.
right, yeah.
Chad threw that at me sometime late last year, and I've never let him live it down.
Yeah.
So
Let me just say, you guys are louder when we actually go live than you are for your checks.
Oh,
so,
sorry.
No, it's okay.
sorry.
It's
I got
fine.
excited.
Got excited. Yeah. Let us know, guys.
If you can hear us.
Well, we bought new mics. We have a different audio setup, and live is always different. But here's what we're doing today. Top of the review portion of the show, anyway. Perry acquired. Well, I guess we jointly acquired.
We shared the bottle.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it.
Our sharing the bottle.
A Beam. What is it, Beam Black? No, just Beam Sour Mash. Let's just go ahead and pull it out.
Beam Black Label Sour Mash from 1978, I believe.
1978.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Look at it. It's beautiful.
got it just kind of, I wouldn't say necessarily on a whim, but it was a surprise to the both of us. And
Sure.
as you can tell, none of it has been consumed yet. It was kept very well in, I'm guessing, somebody's basement or something like
Yeah.
that.
Nice.
But
And that's kind of the crux of today's show. Bourbon, they don't make it like they used to. Question mark?
Do they? We
Do
don't know.
they?
we'll find out.
We weren't all there when they made it like they used
No.
to. So.
No, none of
That's why I
us.
said we weren't all there.
None of us were around for this bottle. None of us were around for this bottle. This bottle predates everyone at this table.
Especially me.
Thank you.
Oh, I just give you a hard time because it's so much fun.
Yeah. So
He
that's
knows I
what
like
we're
him.
doing. We're gonna compare this to, well, we have an actual age-stated Jim Beam Black because this is 101 months, which is about 8 years, right?
About 8 years. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly.
So
We have a
back when
couple.
None of us are good at math.
No, back when Beam Black had
not
an
our
age
strong.
statement, it was 8 years. So we've got an old one of those, and we have the regular Beam Black, which is what we think is the closest to this today.
I would assume so.
They said the volume's low.
Volume's low. Well, everyone talk louder.
Sorry.
These guys were
We'll get it right.
these guys were clipping. Just don't laugh.
Okay.
Anybody.
I'll try to laugh softer.
Quiet laughter.
Yeah, someone else said turn up the mics too. So.
You just have to turn to laugh.
Okay, that's what I do on the
Or-
podcast anyway.
Or
So
cover your mouth like a girl.
go Darth Vader.
Is that better?
I don't know.
Is
Is
that
that better, guys?
Let us know, please.
we got pretty healthy levels here. Just
Volume is fine. Better, they said.
better.
It can be even better. Like we're
Somebody
looking for
said no.
best. Oh. You're hurting my feelings.
Sorry, Matt.
Yes, sounds good. Okay,
Sounds good.
good.
Okay.
Well, we have the majority voting that it sounds good, so I'm sorry whoever can't hear us.
And we're back.
And
And we're back.
So we're going to continue that theme throughout the show. We have some older Wild Turkey 101. We've got some older Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond.
Old Granddad, did you say that?
Old Granddad.
Old Forester bottle. in the
Anything that
bottom?
says old, we got it.
We got it.
You want old? We got it.
We got old. We got not new.
Here at Chad Sarah Perry's House of Old, we've got it. If it's got old on the label, don't look anywhere else.
Is it just bourbon? Can we sell other things too?
We sell old people too.
Egg.
Old egg.
Egg. We also have egg.
I love old lamp.
If you got that reference, put it in the comments. Egg. All right. But first, as we do, we're going to do a sample shout out, and we thought this was appropriate. It's one that Perry gave us.
Well, I gave it to you guys, but I also got it via somebody else
That doesn't matter.
as well.
We
Tell
still
us
Is it
got
okay
it.
that I take this tape off? I don't
Sure.
know.
I
Okay,
mean,
good deal.
I'll just keep that somewhere else.
it's expert writing on masking tape, but whatever.
So what I did for this sample, this is actually a Blanton's pick from the Peter Kern Library in Knoxville, Tennessee. Our buddy Matt, who came up to record an episode of the podcast with us and talk about mixology as well as what specifically Peter Kern does, provided Curtis and myself with a bottle of. You good? Hey. Oh.
I just wanted to be more in the shot.
Do I need to?
No,
I
you're
can
fine.
squeeze
You're
in
all
more.
good. You're all
Okay.
good. You're all good.
Anyway, he provided us with a bottle, and I schmoozed a little sample of it off of him as well.
Into an official,
into a
like
nice
50
little,
Baby plants bottle.
millimeter.
yeah,
50
milliliter.
50, I said millimeter.
Yeah.
Milliliter bottle.
Bottle of plants.
That actually has a cork, which is awesome. Ah, look at that.
It was the tiny. It was
It
like
was the tiniest cute.
It's
That
like-
was like a mouse's cork pop.
or like Berlioz.
Aw.
Like
Can we do that on the... Let's see if we
sure, see if it picks up.
get that
I have
on
this tiny little kitten.
It's the tiniest
sorry, hold
kitten. Yeah, his kitten is so small, like you can hold it, and, like cup your hands and hold him, and that was his bourbon.
And you can hear
cork
him
pop.
on this week's episode actually with Chad and Sarah
Yeah,
too. So
I got
be on the
distracted
lookout
by
for
him
that.
several times.
There you go. There you go.
Gross sound.
He drank out of my
Okay,
water.
so would you guys like to?
Should we sample it or
Oh,
do
no,
we
we
save
usually
it?
Save
don't,
it?
we usually don't sample
Okay,
it. We
well-
just give a shout out.
Well, I don't know why I took the.
Just to hear
Tape
that
off
little...
of it.
It's okay.
That's
I'll
fine.
put it back. We're
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Well,
just so I wouldn't
You
forget
should go ahead and crack this though.
who it's from.
Move on to that.
Yes, let's do that.
Do you want to do it together? Since
Sure.
I can't do it with two people. I'll just let you do it.
There.
That
You do
was
the rest of
that
it.
was a crack. Not
And then
really.
and then we'll lock arms as we drink.
Great.
All right, this
Yeah.
is what happens when they get together. It's weird stuff.
As you can tell from my first time ever being on It's Bourbon Night, I've really warmed up to these two. And okay,
We are tough to get along with.
Yeah, extremely.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh boy.
What are people saying in that chat? Anything?
We're getting a lot of comments on the suit of armor today, and someone
Interesting.
wants to know about your shirt.
Oh well, my shirt. I actually, in conjunction with
Smells good.
the podcast, I originally opened a bourbon apparel shop called This Is My Bourbon Shop, and the podcast is This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm real creative and lazy. But anyway, you can go to bourbonshop.threadless.com and find, along with other apparel and accessories, my I'd Rather Be Drinking Bourbon shirt.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
Because who wouldn't be?
I like to wear this at,
When I'm doing
During
burpees
the
at the
day.
gym, I'm thinking I'd rather be drinking bourbon.
And if you enjoy Perry on our show and us, more so us on his show, you can actually become one of his patrons.
You can.
It's patreon.com/.
Oh,
My,
cut him off? Go
my
ahead.
Bourbon Podcast.
My Bourbon Podcast.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
I have so many different handles that I have to
Yeah.
use. But yes, it is patreon.com/My Bourbon Podcast.
Yeah.
So,
And actually, I wanted to parlay that into a reminder for people to go to our Patreon because we did some public lenses, and lenses is basically like Instagram story if you're not familiar. So that means you don't have to be a patron to go watch this particular series of lenses that we did.
But what did we do, Chad?
Sarah brought over an awesome assortment of cheeses and nuts and meats and
jams
jams and
and
chocolates.
chocolates.
And we tried it with different bourbons. It was our own little bourbon pairing that was only on Patreon Lens, and it'll be there for a few more days, I think. They last longer than Instagram stories. But like I said, that one's open to the public. So go over there and check it out. Are you...
I started and then I was like, I'm not supposed to.
I'm not a supposed to. All right,
Pam
so...
says hi.
Hi, Pam.
hi, Pam! I've been wanting to say that for a long time now.
It smells a little musty,
It does. I'll agree.
but also like super industrial strength caramel, I feel like.
Industrial strength caramel.
I was going to say a caramel apple.
They sell this
Yeah,
at Costco?
Caramel apple.
A green apple. Do they make caramel apples with red apples? I've never seen them before.
I don't see why
I
you
don't
couldn't, because you
eat
just
those.
dip it in caramel, right?
It's such a
Could
mess.
break your
On a
tooth.
stick? What are you doing? How do you eat it? They don't.
I don't know.
It's a mess.
Prefer my hot dogs to be on sticks, not apples. Corn
Smells
dogs.
good. The proof
Does-
on this is 90, isn't that what you said?
90 proof.
90.
Yep.
Where do you see that?
Right at the top
Oh.
there. They've really changed,
They really changed
the
this.
labels since then. I love this label.
Aged
though.
101 months. It's very specific.
But it does say black label here on the side.
It does. So that's why we've
It
been calling
smells
it black
really
label.
good.
Yeah.
It does smell really caramel.
And the label's black.
Very toasted caramel.
Now, Chad, I have to
Drink
ask
it,
you,
they said.
Yeah.
does it have the Jim Beam nuttiness?
It
No, it
does
doesn't.
not.
Don't think it does.
But
Either.
let's see if it tastes. If it has it in the taste.
Cheers, guys.
Huh. Well, ooh, has a slow burn.
There's a lot of flavor in that.
There is so much flavor.
That's real
very
special.
chewy. Oh, it goes a little nut towards the end.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
Like, kind of specifically peanut, I would say.
Yeah.
So this would have been distilled under Booker, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like a peanut in a nougat situation. Because it's very chewy. It's
It
chewy,
is extremely
it's a
chewy.
It has
bourbon.
a lot going on. It's like a meal, right?
I would say so.
It drinks
yeah.
like a
More
meal.
of
Now in gum form.
Yeah.
The,
It's got a pretty long finish. It sticks around.
the nose has changed now that I've taken a
I
sip
do
of
get
it
kind
as
of an
well.
apple pie though,
Mhm.
like apple pie and caramel.
Yeah, it's more kind of spicy smelling.
I was about to say I'm picking
Like-
up a little bit of spice
Yeah,
now too.
but I
Bit of
think like a
cinnamon.
cinnamon apple kind of pie with a caramel something over the top. I don't know, and I also get like that crust too, but that's just me. What do I know? It's not oddly specific or anything.
Somebody said drink. Okay.
Yeah, they were all just like, just drink it.
We already drank. So I want to keep some in here so we can compare it. Everyone grab a new.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not wasting this.
And it also has like
And,
a little bit of smokiness to it.
Oh
That
yeah.
I think is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do?
Let's just go ahead and vote. Do you want us to do the age-dated 8-year Jim Beam Black, current on the shelf Jim Beam Black, or those are the two choices? Sorry, I don't know why I made it sound like there was 3.
What you guys think?
Yeah. Here is. It's a 175 of Jim Beam Black, double aged, 86 proof, so same proof, right? No, this one's
No,
90.
this is 90.
90.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can't do a 90 unless we went and grabbed some.
We shouldn't have asked them. They're
Devil's
saying
cut.
both.
Oh jeez.
Make up your mind.
I don't think we can do that.
Open some Pappy and see how it does.
8-year on the shelf, 8-year.
Well, why don't we just pour both?
Okay.
Okay,
well,
that's
I'll
fine.
take
Hey.
one. I'll take the. You all both have that one, and I'll take this one.
Okay.
Okay. How's that sound? Okay.
More bourbon's getting poured.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
do
mind.
this one.
And this is also an uncorking, by the way.
It's just uncorkings abounding.
An uncapping. There we go.
That smells funky.
Oh, convenient pour spout.
Oh boy, my brother calls it the fun stopper.
Fun stopper. Your brother's a smart man.
Yes, he is.
Get that a little closer. Thank you.
Sorry. No bourbon was harmed in the making of this live stream.
And unscrewing.
You've been unscrewed. All right, so 4 points lower in proof, but same age statement. I mean, 101 months doesn't equal out to be exactly 8-year, but
No, it's a
neither
little bit
does
more, I
neither
think.
does 8-year. That could be 8
Somebody do the
years
math.
and 11 months, and
Yeah.
they still have to
Right.
call it 8 years. So
Yeah.
who knows?
I'm normally the one who does the math on these episodes because I'm just at home and on my phone. But
And so this is a version of what's on the shelf right now. This is just the previous label.
yes,
Yeah, that's still 86.
Yes, this is 86.
86, but the
Non-age
age
dated.
age statement has gone away.
Yes.
So probably has some 8 in there, blended with some 5, some 6. You know, who knows?
look at that news
Mm-hmm.
comment. What do you think?
Also smells kind of musty.
It does.
Oh, I just went for it.
I think it smells kind of like salt water.
Yeah,
Like
it
beachy.
It does smell a little salty.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just want them to see.
I
View it with your eyes.
don't like
Hmm.
the nose on this one. as much.
I'll tell you what. This does not hold a candle. I mean, it just all of that complexity is gone
Yeah.
from
So-
this.
I mean, so
I'll
far, nose
let
wise.
you guys taste this in
Yeah.
a second.
And Dexter is running into the mic stand. Sorry if you heard that.
Puppy problems.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Well, I mean, the palate's better than the nose is. I'll say that much.
Oh yeah,
But it's completely different ballparks, ball games.
I can. Oh,
Sorry.
well,
Dog tangled in cords.
so many wires.
You go do that. Oh no, he's so stuck.
Oh, poor guy.
All right, go ahead.
There you go.
Why don't you lay
Who's a
down?
good boy?
He's all mixed up.
Poor guy.
You more mixed up than a milkshake.
Lay down, Dexter. Lay down.
He's
Quality content from. I almost said this is my bourbon night.
This is my bourbon.
This is my bourbon night. That's our joint forces
Yeah,
name.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've had. I mean, a couple of times when you guys have been on, that's what the name of the episode has been.
Hey,
Yeah.
trade me.
Sure. I would say I can see the similarities.
Sure.
But this one,
Oh, that one smells much better.
more off the bat, has the spice, I feel like. But it's not as much complexity.
Joshua Bowie, thank you so much.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Bowie?
I really
Bowie?
appreciate Bowie.
Like David Bowie.
Sure.
I think.
I had a
Unless
friend.
that's
I had a friend named Michael Bowie, and
Is that how it's spelled?
yeah, same
Oh,
way.
we're sorry.
Okay,
We
Josh
don't know.
Bowie.
Bowie.
Thank you so much. I
Bowie.
really appreciate that. That's awesome.
I mean, I still like this better.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that one just like
It's
a world of difference?
This one's definitely more buttery. You know, it's got that mouthfeel that really coats
Every time.
thank you.
over the tongue.
Is this it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The
Oof.
today's black, which is what Sarah has, is a lot more thin. It's thinner.
This smells so desserty. When you go back to it
Yep.
after being on that one and this one.
Yeah.
Well, I went from mine to. I don't know why I'm still smelling out of your glass, but because I didn't realize that was the 78. Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Um,
But it didn't have a very good smell at first. Once it got like a like burnt dust. You know when
burnt
you turn
dust.
Well, you know how like when you turn your heat on for the first time in the winter,
right,
yeah.
and that's what it smelled like at first. It is more pleasant now that I've.
Or an old vacuum.
Sure,
It's got dust
yeah,
in it and it's
yeah.
heating it up. Sure.
Let Perry have some of this one.
Oh yeah.
Would it be too obvious to say that this tastes just more familiar, more standard? I mean, obviously,
It
it's
does.
what we drink today.
Right.
But-
there is something about this one.
And okay, where's this one? You got it? Yeah.
There you go.
So
We're all getting mixed up.
the 8H stated.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's very corn and nut forward.
Yeah,
for me.
and I
And
think
that's
it's
about
it's
it.
less complex. It finishes quicker, and there's less notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as interesting.
Okay, if I had to rank which ones taste more like the 78, I would say the H stated.
I
would
agree.
agree.
And then that one
Mm-hmm.
last.
I agree.
So, I don't know. I mean,
Brr.
I don't know if we know when this is from. When did they stop putting the H
I
statement?
don't know. I
Do you
thought I
know?
knew when I got that bottle for you, and I got this bottle for Chad too.
Aw.
So
It's a day of Perry things.
apparently so.
It's a day of Perry.
Perry.
I mean, it's got a 10 on the bottom. I don't know if that would mean 2010.
We don't know. It's just a guess.
Sorry, I saw somebody said that needs to be the name of the episode.
Oh,
mixed
more
up
so
than
than a milkshake.
Yeah.
If you know what that reference is from, put it in the comments.
Ooh, Bruce, Bryce, I'm sorry. Did we plan a meetup for our trip to Austin?
We're
no,
narrowing it down.
We're narrowing down our activities. I think we may have something to do on Friday night, but I don't know. We're going to be there all day on Friday, so I think we could bounce around. We're
Yeah.
totally up for suggestions. Like, we don't know where to go and who would be interested, so if you have suggestions for, like, a place, maybe we could just set a time and do, like, a happy hour or something. That would be cool. So, yeah, just email us at bourbonnight@gmail.com or put it in the comments if you want, and we would love any suggestions.
I think we have a... Oh, we're talking about... Wait, we're talking about Austin?
Mm-hmm.
Or... Okay, we are talking about Austin. We were invited to a...
I thought it was a super secret meeting.
You're right, sorry. Well, it's actually titled Sorta Secret.
Sort of secret. So we just talked about it.
So if you
broke
know-
the first rule of Fight Club.
I talking about Fight Club?
Yeah.
What's Fight Club?
Exactly. So if you know about that super secret thing, then wink, wink, nudge, nudge, no me. All right. Another reference.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So I think we've decided. Which one would you rather drink again?
Oh, the
This
78. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. But if I couldn't have that, I would go with the age-dated black.
It's funny because I feel like this is as soon as we started talking about Booker, then I realized what the familiarity is of it. That it seems like this is what Booker was drinking, in his process of developing
Yeah.
Booker's,
Well-
and then he just wanted to build on it. And it seems like it has some of those flavors to it, but it's we're never going to know exactly what it was like
Yeah.
from back then
Yeah.
because it's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm holding the bottle.
That's
the way
really
it's just so
you're
pretty.
you're admiring it
It's
like
just
it's your
so
first
pretty.
born child.
Told you to laugh that way.
Sorry.
Thomas got the sweet D, more mixed up than a milkshake.
Okay. Awesome. Good job. What was I going to say? Yeah, it would be great to taste this in a barrel proof. I'm sure that would be amazing. But I think this would be a great time to talk about what Dixon Deadman told us.
Yes.
At our when Sarah graciously set up a tasting with Dixon and a few other couples for my birthday. Dixon Deadman of Kentucky Owl was talking about an old Wild Turkey bottle that we were tasting. And I think it was from like the 70s, right?
It was, yes.
And he said back then you could have a pipe that, pumped mash or whatever through this big around, and it would have only this much area that the liquid could go through because there was this much just built up gunk
I know that's
and
gross.
funk.
But it's bourbon gunk.
It's bourbon gunk. It's like when you cook on a grill, you don't...
Or like a cast iron skillet.
Or a cast iron
something.
skillet. You don't completely, spray it down, get everything pristine. You let the flavor... So the next time you cook, that flavor is there, right?
It sounds kind of gross, but...
It sounds kind of gross,
It
but
works.
he said nowadays, with all the rules and regulations and guidelines, you have to blast those pipes out like every month or something.
I think it's like
a couple times a month.
very frequently. They have
Yeah.
to steam clean those pipes.
Right.
They get all that stuff out, but they didn't used to be able to do that back then. I guess the technology didn't exist, or they just didn't
Technology,
do it as
or they
often.
were just like, it's fine.
Whatever. So that's
Don't worry
he
about it.
suggested that was the
It won't kill
reason
you.
for a lot of the differences in flavor between more vintage things and things we taste now.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think was interesting. I mean, can't say personally that I know that that's where it comes from, but I think that's a really good point.
I'm going to save mine for later.
I was going to say, I kind of want to hold on to a little
Yeah.
bit of this.
That's fine. You just keep your stack.
Where I need to...
Yeah, there you go. A little bit further. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Also,
Hey.
at the end... What?
Nothing.
Okay. hey,
Hey, I'm
pal.
out of bourbon.
Yeah.
Somebody
That's what
else
the
just
hate
asked
is
if we're going to do a Bourbon and Beyond meetup. We're debating on if
Hmm.
and when we're going to do a September meetup. It sounds like yes. We got a lot of votes on our Patreon page. We did a poll, which is now public. A lot of people voted for the Saturday of the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. But if we're going to be up for Bourbon and Beyond anyways, maybe we could do something there. You're going to
Do
be
both?
there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
we
there
might
with the
just do
podcast,
both.
actually.
Like, what's the harm in doing both? So we will post about that and let
Yeah.
y'all know. So
For sure.
more news to come.
Also want to tell you, stick around to the end of the episode because we've decided we might keep this a rotating thing. Each one of us is going to take 5 cards at random from the Bourbon Run game, which we did a couple live streams ago. Find
I could have done
the
that.
one card that you want, and you get to ask each other that question. Let's try to stump each other. So it'll just be 3 questions total,
This was thrust on me a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't know.
but that'll be at the end of the episode, so keep that in mind. All right.
What are we talking about next?
I guess the whole OGD.
OGD.
Yeah, you know me. This is the BIB.
This is yours. So
In
why
the
don't you
hizzy.
pour it?
Yeah, okay,
Just
that's
keep
fine.
running.
I don't want to be heavy-handed or anything.
This is from 2006, so we're moving up a little bit in
I'm just going
years.
to...
I was kind of thinking about doing the same thing.
I just don't want to be messing with. We don't have a lot of room.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
just going to do a little wash. Yeah.
Do it.
He got real into that one.
I just do the swirl and
The swirl and shake.
swirl and shake and
Swirl and shake.
swirl, shake, dump.
Everyone
SSD.
Everyone has their method. All right, so we're going to do that against
Whoa.
modern day OGD.
He doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Right
I just
see.
heard whoa, and like maybe something was about to fall. Maybe it was the suit of armor was about to fall on me.
But we will need
Another
another glass, though.
Okay.
for each of
Yeah.
us.
There you go.
So, like I said, this is from 2006. We tried this on the podcast, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
but we wanted to revisit it.
Also need one.
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So we'll just put these out here like
Sure,
we have them in
let's
the-
do it.
Modern day is behind.
Oh, I was gonna do left and right.
Whatever.
Wait, modern day is behind?
Yes.
Thank
Oh, I
you.
thought this was my...
Yeah.
That's
this
your
is,
old.
This is your old.
Modern day. Modern day.
Oh, behind
Modern
from
day.
the camera.
But
Behind-
behind what's in
yeah.
front of you.
It's okay. Oh, we'll get there.
Whoo boy.
I'm very tired. I had to move my brother out of his house.
Move
This
your
morning.
brother.
We have a sweetie Perry.
I'm a little sleepy. Yes.
Let's keep this in
All
frame
right, so I'm gonna
right
go
there.
old and new.
Yeah,
Is that
old.
cool?
Let's do
Or
old
do you
first.
guys think we should go new then old? Like we went old and new last time. Do you think that colored our opinion, or do you think we should go backwards? What do you think?
Let's go backwards. Let's go new.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
one closest to you.
Oh, rap battle, Dustin. Thank you.
Thanks, Dustin.
I'm gonna leave that up to them.
No.
Chad could totally do it. Chad could do
No.
We will battle rap.
I just play guitar. So I'm just a guitar
Isn't
player.
this so cute?
Can you guys
Look at
hum
it.
whistle?
No, we talked about this the other day.
Hum
I think
whistle.
this is something you just made up.
What's a hum
No,
whistle?
it's not.
Chad
It's
has a hidden talent.
a hum whistle. You hum and
It
whistle at
sounds
the
like
same
you're about
time.
to be abducted by aliens.
It
Yeah.
does. Or like old
I'm pretty sure I've seen Mike Myers do it. He's like tractor beam. I think it's in Wayne's
Oh
World. even.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't realize it had a name, I guess.
Hum
Chad
whistle.
is just
I
full
don't
of
know.
hidden talents that no one
Okay.
knew he had.
Hum whistle.
Hum whistle.
All right, new then old.
Okay,
so
let's do the
this
new.
is the new.
Yes.
Ooh,
Hey, another bean product. Just realized that.
Yep.
it's a little floral,
Kind
It is.
of brittle and floral.
not nutty at all. Not a signature Jim Beam.
I feel
I
like
wouldn't- I
it's
wouldn't say
going
so
to have a nutty finish, though. I just
I-
feel like it is.
Have you ever had this bourbon
Well,
before?
I haven't had it in a while.
All right.
Woo!
Very,
Okay.
very nutty up front.
It is nutty up front, isn't it?
Super nutty up front.
I wouldn't call it super nutty.
Oh, I would.
I think
Further
it's-
proof that
I
Sarah
think
and
it
I have the
doesn't
same
have that
palate.
like deeper tones that you're liking with like Bookers and Bakers and
Well,
stuff.
I just get it more on the back end.
Interesting.
Matt, yes, they are both bottled and bond.
Yes.
Quiet you.
Please silence your cell phones when we go live.
Keep all hands and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Yes, they're both bottled and bond.
Yeah, it definitely goes kind of
Sounds
like,
like the
a brittle, deeper nuts finish, you know, on the end.
Deep nut.
Deep nut.
While they're debating this, Michael Hill, you said you're planning a trip either September 16th or 18th or October. I would come in September because it's Bourbon Heritage Month, but if you come in October, you're going to catch the trees changing, which is really pretty too.
Foliage.
So, foliage. It's one of my favorite things. That's a tough one. October is my favorite month.
October usually has good
Halloween.
releases.
Oh, that's true. But September does
has.
too, sometimes.
Well, that's true. September has more festivals and stuff going on.
I'm going to say September.
I would say September too.
It's hotter, though.
You know, this kind of reminds me of is the Old Fitzgerald Bottle and Bond. A little bit. Old Fitz is more nutty.
Yeah, it does taste like the toned down version of Old Fitz Bottle and Bond.
On the second sip, it's a little more...
Subdued.
I don't know. Yeah, and it's got like a... I'm not saying it tastes artificial, but it had... Compared to that really authentic Beam Sour Mash we just had, it tastes a little
Authentic.
Yeah.
artificial.
She's tossing around buzzwords.
Authentic.
It's authentic and handcrafted. It's,
Oh, with the nose. Ooh, hello there. Hello there.
hello there. Well, hello there.
General Kenobi.
Someone's-
Don't be scared.
Matt Bailey said it always gives him mint on the back. I kind of get the lightness and the coolness.
Well, I just drank water, so
I did
like
too,
refreshingness
but
of
I'm
a mint.
I
Yeah.
ruined it.
I don't. It doesn't like taste like peppermint. It reminds me of like a minty feeling.
Some of the finishes still kind of linger into even after water. I
Sure.
could see that a little bit, but I think for me it's just more the spice, I guess.
Jason C. totally called out my Halloween episode with foliage. I'm so glad that someone gets a foliage reference.
I am now that we know how to do a Halloween episode, Sarah gets trash beforehand, and then we record.
I'll
I am
only be that trashed on
so
Halloween.
looking forward to this year's Halloween episode.
It's not that far away. We gotta
It's
decide
not.
what we're gonna do.
I would.
I mean, it was pretty bad.
I would like to revisit the Old Crow Reserve. I know we've already done that episode, but
but it's so fun.
maybe on a live episode.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I
it's-
don't know. We'll
it's
talk
out
about
there.
it.
We'll talk
Oh,
about
you could do a live Halloween episode.
Live
Oh, that's
Halloween.
fun.
You could have a whole filter across
Definitely.
the screen. Too.
I like it. All right, we'll
Spooky
we'll have
I
to
noises.
can dress like Elvira.
Spooky, scary.
Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves.
Okay, let's get on with this. All right, so I know how I feel about that one, the new one.
Completely
You
different.
know how you feel about the
Oh, I know.
You've already tasted it as well?
This one.
Oh, the new one. I'm sorry.
I don't know about this one.
Nose is so different.
Oh, it's completely different.
It's just like a deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's a little easier. It's not as...
So this
Spicy
one like, moves to
right
the
the front.
sides of my tongues, whereas that one did not.
Mhm.
It's like activating the sides of my tongues. It's
It
weird.
hit the back of my palate.
I said my
weird.
tongues. I don't have
Your
to.
Tongues?
I don't have to.
She's
Split off.
She's speaking in tongues. She's drinking in tongues.
Oh, there's a
Drinking
shirt.
in tongues.
There's a
Drinking
shirt.
drinking in tongues.
Trademarked.
Trademarked. You know, it's funny because I get it more in the front. Front and sides.
Front and sides.
Front and
What
side.
what in the front and side?
Front and back, side to side. Then I let the Alpine play.
So we have a lot of people.
I was bumping new
popping
shit
in
by
right
WA. It
now.
was
Oh my
gangsta
goodness.
gangster at the top of the list.
Somebody requested
lost him.
some lyrics.
Then I
so-
played my own shit. It went something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4",
We lost him.
jocking the, slapping the.
Well, guys, it's been fun, but
No, we have a lot of people who just joined us from all over the world. So thanks for joining. Cheers to you
cheers
guys.
to you all.
And on that note, I think we should. Oh well, we're pulling those out at the end, right?
Yeah.
Dang it! I really want to do that right now. I want to play this trivia game.
Wow. Calm down.
I can't.
You know what? This one is more of a toss-up for me.
It
I've
is.
had 2 sips of both. I think they're both good in their own respects,
Ah.
but I don't know who I would say is the wiener.
For once, I agree with Chad, except for that last part.
at least part of that was caught on video, right?
Wow. Maybe you guys should go have This Is
For
My
once.
Bourbon podcast without Chad. Just Sarah
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
and Perry.
Hold on, don't lump me into this situation.
You guys have the same
You are
palate.
kind of in the middle.
You have the same-
I can't choose. Is it my fault?
Do you want to go live with mom or dad?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
I get them on the weekends.
That's when you're
Oh,
the
so
most
I
fun.
got to deal with all the schoolwork, and you get them on the weekends to do fun stuff. Okay,
Yep.
I see how it is.
I have a baseball game on Tuesday. and
2 Christmases.
2 Christmases. That's right.
Oh.
I don't know. These are
And
both.
here we are talking about divorce again.
These are both
Don't get
good.
divorced, guys.
You know, I have to say, I think I like the nose on the new one better.
I'm not so concerned about nose. I'm concerned about taste right now.
I do like the
Well, excuse me.
I do like the nose better. I think I like the palate a little bit better on the older one though. Just a hair. Just a hair.
It feels more robust.
I agree.
The older, more substantial.
It has a floral quality to it that
Oh.
I think the
That one
newer
got
one
me.
doesn't.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's really, it's more well-rounded,
Mm-hmm.
I think. There's a little, yeah. This one's much lighter,
I agree
which
with
I'm
you.
fine
yeah.
with. I like them both.
Ooh, I just got a really nice caramel note. Sorry. Sorry.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hello there.
Hello there. Yeah. Oh my gosh, did we just become best friends?
Yeah, we did.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think I just burned my vocal cords or something.
If you really want to hear this relationship between the three of us, go and listen to the podcast because that's when Sarah gets real fed up with
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah. it's
And
true.
me to a degree.
Oh, I don't
but-
remember that.
Not this week's episode, just
Oh.
past ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they go off on their little tangents with their impressions, and I'm like, but can we get back to the subject?
Or listen to the episode that Sarah wasn't on. It was just Perry and I.
Oh, that was. Oh,
It's like
When
no,
left
no
un-
God, I
when
forget
left
about that
unchecked.
episode every now and
Yeah,
then.
when
Left
left
Unchecked.
unchecked, this should be the name of that podcast. All right, so let's go ahead and vote. Sarah, if you had to pick a winner.
I'm going with this one.
Okay.
Oh,
Perry.
so we going with the 200 mil.
For me, it's almost a toss-up,
It's very close.
but
Sure.
push come to shove, I would have to say the older OGD.
Here is the winner.
Now, would you be upset, or are you upset that this has replaced it? Not necessarily replaced it, but you can't access the older one.
No,
Are you
because-
upset that this is what you have to drink?
Since they
now?
were so similar and I did enjoy this, I'm not mad about
Sure.
it.
I ain't mad about it.
Yeah.
Caramel or caramel?
I say
Or
caramel.
caramel.
I say caramel.
I say
Well, I
caramel.
think there's 3 options.
caramel.
Caramel,
It-
caramel,
It's
or
kind of
Caramel.
caramel.
well. It's sort of like if you're saying the
I'm
name.
for
It's kind of like if you're saying the name of the movie, Pirates of the Caribbean, you say Caribbean. If you're talking about the
Talking about the
Caribbean,
place.
you say the Caribbean.
Hey, Jason C.
You know? Oh, thank you, Jason C.
AKA MC,
MC
Nutty.
Yo, yo, yo.
Just snort.
Did.
Let me
I'm
break
a
this down.
snorter.
Oh my god.
But
MC
that's a
Nutty,
different conversation.
2018, breaking it down.
Is it an after school?
Let's do this.
And we lost him again.
Yo,
he's
turn my
back.
headphones up.
Oh,
Turn-
jeez.
No, turn my headphones up. Turn my headphones up.
Got some bookers. Nice. We always
Very good.
are a big fan of bookers.
But
I think we should move on.
I think
cheers,
we should-
Give
Jason.
me a beat.
Yo, Perry, drop me a beat.
He's done his Jesse Pinkman impression before, and like if you close your eyes, I mean maybe it's just because
Oh, that
I like
wasn't-
him,
that
but
wasn't
I
Jesse.
think it's that one wasn't, but it was bordering on. It was getting
Sure,
there.
sure.
So it's pretty good. If you close your eyes, it sounds just
Jesse's
like
more
him.
gravelly.
I wish he would watch the show and see the impression and be a fan, but sigh.
What are we talking about? Who?
I'm talking about the guy who plays Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, you, Aaron Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you want him to watch?
Like,
It's
I want
Bourbon
Aaron
Night.
Paul to watch his Bourbon Night,
Okay.
see Chad do a Jesse Pinkman impression, be so impressed, and want to just
I thought you
hang out
wanted
with us.
Chad
Be
to.
friends.
I thought you wanted Chad to watch Breaking Bad. And I
Oh,
was
he
like,
loves Breaking Bad.
It's like, isn't that kind of the point?
Yeah, no, I love Breaking Bad. Arguably the best television show.
Big T Bourbon and Cigar said, visit that beam again, and the old beam, and this,
The
that
Granddad
old,
from
yeah.
06?
So,
I said-
what are we doing after this?
I set my old ones
So
aside.
after we get done around 4
4.
o'clock-ish, we're actually going to be going live on my Instagram account at my Bourbon Pod.
Maybe we should
And
do it then.
we're going to do, yeah, let's do that then.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing some of this again. We have glasses scattered everywhere, I just realized. But we're going to actually be trying the Beam 78 again. So I think that would be a good opportunity for us to...
Plus, we'll be feeling
Try-
really good, so
Hey.
we'll probably be funnier
I'm
by
gonna do
that
this
point.
so we remember.
Woo-hoo.
Second was OGD.
Yeah.
Because you never know. After all this bourbon, if we'll remember.
Well, I
Yeah.
just have one glass saved right now.
Oh,
so.
well. Whoops.
So if you want to tune into that, you should, because
Yeah,
we'll be
go ahead
feeling pretty good.
Go ahead
and,
right now and follow at My Bourbon Pod on the Instagrams.
And you'll
Please.
see when we go live.
And yeah, you can see when we go live on the Pear Bear podcast.
Pear Bear podcast.
Airwaves. Which is what I think you should change it
So
to.
I want to
My
point
goodness.
something out for a second. Just sidebar.
He doesn't like it when you
No, I don't mind because I've just gotten used to it because basically everybody I've known since I was about 13 has called me that independently of one another.
Well, it
I
just
don't know
makes
why
so
I
much
just
sense.
started calling you Pear Bear.
I don't know. I think Chad was making fun of me for something.
And when you get really bad drunk eyes, I call it the Pear Bear stare.
Oh, well, I got it from Scrubs because of Perry,
of Perry
Perry
Cox. Yeah.
Yeah, and he would
course.
say, JD would say, Pear Bear. You know, so it just,
Pass it down.
it made a...
I'm not ready to pour yet, so.
All right, so
Yes.
this is going to
I'm
be
gonna let you pour that
the
one.
current
Yeah.
version. Oh,
Ooh,
dear.
someone just poured some backyard barbecue. It's
Poured a little too
so
much.
good.
All right.
Did you
Is
spill?
thought-
that clean?
That
Was
is
it
clean.
Backyard barbecue that we said tastes like butterscotch.
No, you said that one tastes
No,
like almond butter.
Oh, that's what it was.
And the only reason I know that is because I just edited the episode yesterday where
Matt
talked
Bailey,
about how you
do-
should have
I
brought
already
it
did it.
to the
Do you think
podcast.
it tastes like
Brought what?
almond butter, Matt
Backyard
Bailey?
barbecue.
Oh, right. Where's the top to this? This is topless. You can't show that on the internet.
Well, you
Not
can,
on
but not on YouTube.
Yeah, the internet? Yes.
So this is new.
Yeah, so new.
And this is
behind.
old. This is
Old in front.
You know what? I'm gonna pour it for us first before
Just a little.
Chad. Oh, okay.
Chad need glass.
Chad didn't glass.
New in front. No,
No, old in front,
old in front. That's what I did. Okay.
new in back. Thank you.
See, what I have done is I have confused.
See, what happened?
Okay.
I have confused the words old and new. Old in back, new in front.
Jason, see,
Aged-
when you say it's so good, which one are you
What?
talking about?
Which
3 drops
one's-
of water and it's like drinking dessert. Are you talking about the Booker's Backyard Barbecue? Because I would
Yes.
agree. That's like one of the only ones we've put water in and people were like, My
No,
word.
we do like backyard barbecue with water.
With a
It,
little
it takes
water.
it from an almond butter, for us anyway, to a more of a peanut butter.
Yeah, it's really good. More desserty.
Ridiculous. Have you had it yet, Pear Bear?
No, I still have not had it.
All right, well, we'll do that on your show. Maybe.
Go on. Yeah. By the way, Big T Bourbon and Cigars. You asked what the handle was. It's at my Bourbon Pod on all social media, but we're gonna be going live on Instagram.
At My Bourbon Pod.
At my
Yes.
Bourbon Pod.
Okay, so this one specifically
It's good with a couple drops.
is pre-2010. I don't remember exactly what year, or if I even know what year it's
I was
from.
in high school.
But I
You were.
Let's not play that game. All right.
right.
I was also
I was sitting right here doing my taxes. I don't know.
on what your
2010?
MacBook Pro?
This is a 2009, bro.
Oh, okay.
Bro?
Bruh.
Yeah, I just said bro.
All right.
All right, what are we doing? New first?
Oh, I thought we were doing old first.
All right.
Old in front.
Let's do
We
it.
just did new first last time. So
Old.
old first.
Back in the old. Oh, Perry.
What you doing?
he doesn't
I'll be
know
able to
what's-
tell you in a
He
second.
doesn't know what's what.
Wait.
That is musty.
Yeah, Musty is old. Do you want me to tell? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
No, wait.
tell-
Hold on.
I'll tell you.
Wait a minute. Oh.
I
Yeah.
like Chad has the better nose.
This is the old one. Correct.
Yes, correct.
Thanks
Old
all
case
128 of
closed.
you.
Case
Thanks for being
closed.
patient with us while we back and forth smell on this.
It's like monkeys. It's
You're
we're
chimps.
3 monkeys.
I was waiting for you to like smell you.
And there's the thumbnail.
I was gonna
say, is
There's
that the thumbnail? Okay, great.
Take a shot of that. That would be great.
Oh, why did I set these down parallel to each other?
He blew it.
No, I had the old.
Do you want me to smell for you?
I can tell you.
No, this is old. Got it.
Woo, it's
All
getting
right.
hot in here.
Old.
So take off. No. It's getting hot in here. Please leave your clothes on. This is how the PG version goes.
This smells musty, but also
Very pleasant.
It
yeah.
smells musty, like I need to take a drink of it.
But
Car-
like home, like comfy.
Caramel bomb, I would say.
Isn't that weird how older stuff kind of smells just caramel
Mm-hmm.
bomb?
Yeah. Bomba. Bombastic.
Bomb? Sexpa bomb?
What are you guys talking about Cincinnati for?
Somebody was asking where they were
Where?
from.
Oh, my.
Okay. Elijah Craig barrel proof, and they said get it in Cincinnati. Okay, I see.
Oh.
Sherlock
My.
knows here. He's Watson, and I don't even. I'm like the landlord.
He's
You're
Moriarty.
Mrs. Hudson?
Yeah.
No, you're Moriarty.
Why am I Moriarty? Why can't I be
He was an
Mycroft?
evil genius.
That's me. Then.
I'm an evil genius? I just want to be Mycroft. Mycroft is happy and fat.
You're mispronouncing Minecraft. Mindcraft.
You don't know the Sherlock lore, do you?
Not that deep. I know Moriarty. I know Watson. I know.
I know
Sherlock.
Mycroft. You could be Mycroft, and I'll be Watson.
Thank you. Tips and bits. If you're listening to the podcast, you know what that is. Go watch Sherlock.
But are you talking about the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
of
that's
course.
why I
It's
haven't
so
seen that.
Good.
But even if you haven't seen it and you know some of Sherlock
I love
Holmes'
it.
lore,
This is gonna sound awful, but I love the Dominatrix episode.
Quit.
oh, it's so good.
The phone passcode is like one of the best reveals. I love that. So, anyways, go watch
Spoilers.
it. It's on Netflix. Spend some time on it. Anyways, back to this. All right.
And bourbon.
Anyway, this is good. I really like.
It is
the-
lovely.
It's so good.
It's
It's mellow, but it's really like I
And
keep
this,
saying well-rounded, but
even
it
back
really
then,
is,
was considered a bottom shelf bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
which is
just
so
like it is
sad.
still today.
But I'm glad because I love that a lot of people don't know how great this is.
Yeah.
Well,
Watch it win a award thing, and then everyone be like, "Ooh."
We'll never see it again.
Don't jinx me. I'm going to talk to Fred Minnick tomorrow for an episode, so...
Why do I have to be Mr. Pink? That's funny. That's funny, Bobby.
Someone passed on the King of Kentucky.
Doctor Who, I haven't watched it yet.
I love Doctor Who.
I passed on the King of
We'll
Kentucky.
talk about that another time.
Oh, don't have regret, Matt. Did you watch the episode about our King of Kentucky? And you've tried it too.
No spoilers. Go watch the episode.
And go listen to the episode that's coming out on
give
Wednesday
us
where
the
we also talk
views.
about
Yeah.
We need the views.
Don't. Just watch it. I wouldn't be too heartbroken about it, but just watch it.
All right, so
Yes. Okay.
we
so
now
we're
have the
back on
current
track.
day version
Current version.
right here. Nose isn't as pronounced, I feel like.
But it
it's
smells
a little
really
flat.
mellow. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not-
mellow. It doesn't have, again, that
Probably-
little bit of mustiness.
It doesn't have the
Charcoal
mustiness.
filtering.
Was the old one not charcoal filter?
Oh, you know what?
It's got to be. Yeah, right there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So same age, same proof, same filtration
Process.
method. Just this
Probably
one-
the same mash
Age
bill.
gap.
Yeah, age gap. Oh, definitely. Yeah, same mash bill.
We think at least 8 years. Pre-2010 to
Yes.
2018. So.
Mhm.
Well,
Well, is this bottle from 2018?
it's not 2018, but it's current
Current.
day.
Okay, so at least 7 years difference.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that is still. It's a lot more chill.
It's more approachable.
It is more approachable.
It's nuttier, dare I say?
Question mark?
Everybody drink.
Who put a question mark in the teleprompter?
I'm Ron
Ron
Burgundy.
Do you know National
I can't
Scotch
speak
Day is coming
Spanish.
up? I don't like
National
Scotch.
what?
But Scotch
Scotch
Day.
Day.
Scotch,
But
Scotch, Scotch.
What would Ron
I love
Burgundy and Ron
Scotch.
Swanson want you
Down
to do?
in my belly.
They'd want you to
Drink more
Scotch.
bourbon.
You should drink Scotch.
They want you to be American and drink America's native spirit, bourbon.
Nick, what? He said, I'm not going to like. Heaven Hill tastes like what my butthole tastes like, I think. I'm offended. Not by the butthole, but by your hatred for Heaven Hill.
See, now I think the uninitiated, and
It's a little warm
I'm
again.
not calling Nick. I'm not calling you uninitiated, but I feel like this is a separate thought process. But I feel like the uninitiated, like man on the street, what do you think of Heaven Hill? They would say, oh, that gut rot stuff, because when they were in college and they were buying the 175 of Heaven Hill
Yeah.
tequila or Heaven Hill gin or whatever.
Do they make vodka?
Heaven Hill vodka, maybe?
Yeah,
They
no,
make
that's
vodka.
what I think it was the vodka that
Yeah.
everyone was like, that shit is messed up.
Right.
Sorry.
Gut rot.
Sorry, Pam.
She's not watching this far into the episode.
She's
Are
2
you?
glasses of wine in. Oh, I don't know. They were like, ugh, Heaven. I really think that Heaven Hill is, it's a misnomer that it
It's bottom
belongs
shelf
on
shamed.
the bottom shelf. It is
Yeah.
bottom shelf shame. And again,
Nick.
I'm not, Nick.
Don't patronize him.
I'm not. I'm not saying that's where
Read
you're
it
coming
off your
from.
hand, it's all smudged.
You,
York.
ick. Sorry, ick. And I'm not saying that's where you're coming from. You may have had it and you're very initiated into the bourbon world and you just don't prefer it. And that's completely, I would never have any qualms about that. But I do feel like that is kind of a misnomer for a lot of people. Again, like man on the street stuff. What do you think of Heaven Hill? Oh, that gut rot. You know?
Well, other people are agreeing that Heaven Hill is a hard pass.
Oh.
Really?
I think.
You know what?
Okay, well, this
You know what I bet it is?
is only available in Kentucky.
I bet it's the 80 proof.
Yes.
You think that's what they're trying?
Yes. So the
Oh.
90 and the 100 proof, the bottled and bond, are only available in Kentucky. See, she laughed away from the mic.
Joseph, what?
What did Joseph say?
Oh, we're going a little off the rails. here.
Oh, wow.
I can't say that. You can say
You
it.
can read in the comments.
You read it. This is funny.
All right. Maybe his butthole would open up with a few drops of water.
That might be one of the best comments we've ever had.
Yes.
It's even better read out loud.
I'm gonna cry. I'm thinking
That's good. Who said that?
That was,
Joseph.
Joseph.
was it Joseph? Yes, it was.
I don't
job,
know how
Joseph.
to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry.
Joseph B.
Joseph
Brazo.
B.
Brazo? Brazo?
Brazo.
Okay.
job.
All right,
Joseph.
back to this. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Ew. Show. Don't care. All right, let's ignore that.
That one,
Is this because I'm on the show?
that one we're not going to say out loud.
No. No. Okay, so
This
Heaven
got
Hill.
really hot.
Heaven Hill.
I think what you're trying is the 80 proof, and you're not actually trying the bottle and bond.
And the 90 proof, the green label.
Again,
I
It's
think-
great.
They're only available in Kentucky.
Yeah.
So
I will say though, I did have a very bad bottle of Heaven Hill 90 proof recently.
Okay.
It tasted like somebody dumped perfume in there and
Oh no.
called it bourbon.
I've
So,
had a
like-
bad bottle of E.H. Taylor single barrel.
That he
But
keeps
you're
trying to
still
get
gonna-
rid of.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It's opened.
That one, it tastes like wet hay.
No, I mean you're trying
Yeah,
to
but,
you're trying to like.
Oh, I
Get
make
other people
people.
to
I make
drink
people
it.
taste it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
I'm like, here, try this.
Has Swan had that yet?
Like, why are you laughing? No, I don't think he has.
Well, missed opportunity, Swan.
Well, dry month.
Oh yeah, that's true.
True.
I sent him home with a
All
lot
right.
of samples though, so he's got lots of stuff to try when.
But I will say,
Next
whenever
month.
we travel, it's either the Heaven Hill, the bottled and bond, or the green label 90 proof. Like if we have to go run to a liquor store in Kentucky when we're at a hotel or something and get a bottle that we know we're not going to finish in one night, it's $11. We drink as much as we want. We leave it. It's cheaper than going to a bar.
It was
and
$9.29.
It's
going
you
up.
know,
Yeah,
it's a good.
this
Yeah.
has gone up $2.
So that's offensive.
It is offensive.
Weller Reserve. Or
Oh, there
Antique
is a
107?
Heaven Hill Green 6 years available in Oregon. That's a different bottle.
Oh.
Maybe they're distributing outside of Kentucky now.
Maybe it's on a 6-year. Does that have an age statement?
No, he says it has 6 year on it.
Oh, well, maybe it's just the BIB that's Kentucky only now.
Evan Williams
The
BIB is
old
close.
definitely has more of a sting on the tongue. It is hotter, if it tastes like. Wowzers.
Yeah, we do need to move on.
Ha. Yeah, we need to get one more in.
Don't say that.
Well, we already have talked
All right,
about
bye.
buttholes so
Jason
much.
Whiskey
so-
Wise, I understand you're leaving after the.
After all the butthole talk.
Yep.
Bye, Jason. Whiskey Wise. We love you.
Oh, just the bottled and
I
bond is
don't know.
Kentucky
I don't
only
know.
now.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
I wonder when that changed.
I would have to. Okay, vote time. I'm gonna have to go old bottle on this one.
I'm gonna have to go old bottle as well.
I agree. Old bottle.
Yeah, old
New
bottle,
bottle is good, but old bottle is better.
incredible.
Yep.
Chad keeps saving all these.
It's like a melt in your mouth kind of.
Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel. That's Chad would say.
So,
All right.
So, what's the last one?
I kind of want to do this turkey. Do you want
Yeah,
to?
we're gonna do
Yeah,
the turkey. But I want to
really
do the
wanna
turkey 101.
Well, we still have to do the turkey. We'll do the turkey 80
81
proof.
on your show.
Yeah,
Or do you want to do the 81 now on the one?
No, let's do the 80 on his because it's his.
it's my bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
Not
enough.
that the old granddad and the bottom of Heaven Hill weren't
Right.
mine.
Well,
but
now we'll do
we'll do one of
ours,
yours. Yeah.
yours,
And then next time,
ours, and then
I'm
we'll do
too
and then
yours.
and mine. It's all about
It's a
sharing.
thing. It's a thing. It's a shanda. All right. Would you hand me a clean Tribeca glass available
You do
at
it.
amazon.com/shop/itsbourbon? Thank you.
Hey,
Oh
you're
my
so
gosh,
welcome.
This is heavy.
It's a whole handle.
Is that
is
organic?
mine.
Do you think that was organic? What I put in there?
No.
Barely.
Shameless plug.
I'm just trying to put it in there.
Shameless self-promotion.
That's what she said.
Shameless
No,
plug?
doesn't work. No.
Oh, well, if
Just
we're
trying to
talking
put
about
it in
that
there.
topic, then maybe. Heyo.
What is your favorite bottle and bond, you guys?
Oh,
That's tough.
that changes almost every time that I have bottled and bond.
Sorry, Kevin,
Products.
they can't answer.
I just
Henry McKenna is a great bottled and bond.
yeah, I totally agree. But now that it's becoming
Another unscrewing, by the way.
harder to find,
Yeah.
I've really kind of latched on to early times bottled and bond,
Sure.
which again has the same mash bill as King of Kentucky. So
Yeah, early times BIB is. Do you have one ready for me?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the one with the blue label? The new one?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a decent pour for the price and the size of bottle that you get. And I think I might rather have that than the King. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Sarah's making proclamations.
I'm just throwing statements out there.
That,
Your front one is okay. So this is an Austin Nichols Wild Turkey 101. You can see here it is old. Again, we don't know exactly.
We picked this up
Ooh, what does that say?
in Marion County, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold on.
like it had an inch of dust on it.
Yeah, it was dusty.
I'm seeing a
So
10.
someone poured me this.
I'm seeing
This is the old. I'm going to pick some cards.
Omega
We're going to play.
There's an Omega.
and a 34
Who wants to play?
So it's from
Bourbon?
1934.
into. I'm gonna go with 2010. It looks like it's 2010 on the laser code too.
Okay. So 2010.
Sorry if I have pit stains.
It's a little warm in here.
Dang it, Chad! I wasn't ready to look
What?
at which glass is which.
Same as always. New is in the back.
Old is in the
Okay.
front.
Old is in the front.
I look away for 2 seconds to try to figure out how old your bottle is.
Oh
and
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, are we having a show at Bourbon and Beyond in September? Perry is having a show,
So
right?
we gotta
11 early-
we gotta
sorry.
roll here, guys.
Yeah, so I'm not necessarily having a show. What I'm doing is I am recording with.
You know what? We'll go extra innings. Just a little bit.
Extra inning.
I am recording with the. Excuse me. Caught a little saliva there.
That was not to rush.
I am recording with some of the bourbon folk that are going to be there, as well as some of the musical artists. So that's actually going to wind up being at least one episode come September, October. Probably going to be a few more than that, depending on how many people I actually get to interview. But
New first.
new first?
Okay. We're gonna try to do something, but we were unsuccessful last year because they do not allow video coverage because of all the artists. There's a lot of, concern about getting their music and putting it on YouTube and things like that. So we might not be able to, but we're gonna work on it and see if we can find a nice medium compromise. If not, we're gonna go. So
Well, what I would like to, as well, have you guys on
Sure.
we'd love to be on
to come and hang out with us.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we'll work it out.
Maybe
We'll
get to
figure
meet
something out.
Lenny Kravitz and Robert Plant and John Mayer.
I can't meet John Mayer.
Why not?
Because his body's a wonderland?
No.
Look, if you want to see where this live stream goes in about 15, 20 minutes,
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Again, Instagram, @MyBourbonPod. Follow that. Watch his live stream in about 10 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Who knows at this point?
All right, so we're going to try the new first. Now, this was just bought 2-3 weeks ago. So this is very current.
It's fresh to death.
Again.
Fresh to death.
Fresh to death. We're thinking 2010.
We're going new first.
Why does it seem like you can find handles a lot easier than 750s?
I don't know.
But
I would say it's probably
do you
just
think
a
it's
cost
because of
thing.
price?
Yeah.
I think people look at it and are like, "Oh, this costs more. I can get the lower one." And they don't. Maybe they don't even know when they're buying it what they're doing.
Is Sarah blushing? Not anymore.
I was.
She was. She definitely
I
was.
blushed a little. I got a little warm.
All right, so Old Familiar smells amazing, of course.
Very sweet on the nose.
What's the difference between the Austin Nichols Wild Turkey and the new 101?
Well, Austin Nichols is the name of the distillery that makes Wild Turkey. They have since kind of played it down. I think it's probably still on here somewhere.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
You know why I know.
Oh, right.
I poured over these labels for
Yeah.
a good 6 months.
That's right.
My senior project was redesigning Wild Turkey, so...
Yeah.
John Moon says, rumor is turkey of old had a lower barrel entry proof. Let's see if that's true.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well, you
That's
know,
interesting.
Jimmy is still there, still, kicking.
Yeah.
Jimmy Russell,
Barrels.
with his son Eddie Russell. So it's. I don't know if they
Now
would.
you got another Jimmy bottle.
There's something lovely about Wild Turkey 101 that I'll just never get over.
No, I agree.
Someone asked me the other day if I was on a desert island or whatever, and I could take 5 bottles with me from wherever.
Oh, this
what
would
I
definitely be
take?
one of them.
I said Wild Turkey 101, and they said, really? Because that's so, I consider bottom shelf. And I was like, but it's a great proof.
So quality.
The quality is there, and it's
So
something that you can
quality.
easily sip on.
Yeah.
And it's just a staple.
Yeah.
One of my other choices was William LaRue Weller. So.
Well,
Sure.
well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
Sure.
as a desert island
Yeah,
bottle. So,
yeah.
and I would
Done
have
that
a
one.
limited supply of all of
Absolutely.
these. I
Stupid.
tried to pick something really well-rounded.
I'd take some Al Young.
See, I would not.
Right. Yeah.
I have my...
I mean,
I have
Four
my-
Roses.
I think let's just save this
great.
conversation for another day, and
All
we'll
right.
do our desert island bottles.
We could... Well, yeah, I've been wanting to do a whole episode, actually, on Desert Island bottles.
Well, we
too,
should
so-
do
well,
it.
We totally will.
Different noses, guys. Different noses.
Let me take a sip.
This is
too.
new. Oh, they are different.
So I got the old here. I'm gonna dive into the old.
Are we tasting old first?
No, I've already tasted.
Have you not
it.
had the new yet?
We're behind. I'm behind.
You all are behind.
No, I'm not behind.
Forgiven is outstanding. I agree.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, rare
not
breed.
had it yet.
I might take some rare breed and some Bookers.
I said Booker's.
Oh, Booker's
Yeah.
has to be on.
Yeah.
Bobby Malone says, I do blind tastings, and Wild Turkey 101 always comes in top 3.
I don't think Turkey 101 is a beginner bourbon at all. I really think you have to
No,
go
I don't
into
think
it.
so either.
I used to think I hated Wild Turkey 101, and it actually wasn't until our very first episode of It's Bourbon Night, 50 bourbons under $25, that I learned through a blind flight that I actually like it.
Watch
So-
that right here on YouTube.
Click above.
Subscribe below.
Yes, subscribe below, thumbs up, comment, bell notification.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I didn't think it could get better.
Okay, well,
Sorry. They're both great, but
what is happening in my mouth?
yeah. This is like this dialed up. Just good.
It just tastes like it's $50 higher price.
yeah.
Yes, and it's
absolutely.
not.
Aged longer.
Yeah.
And this is probably still closer to 8 years than this is at this point.
Right.
The way it coats your tongue in such a nice way.
So this comes from an era where the bourbon boom is just ramping up. It's just starting to ramp up.
That finish.
It goes to 11. It's good.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That finish is unbelievable.
My tongue is on a roller coaster ride of flavor.
I'm in a glass box of emotion.
How many Anchorman references can we make today?
A
A lot more. A lot
Do you have
more.
some of the, what is it?
San
Panther?
Diego.
Is it Sex Panther? Is that what it's called?
Can you
San
say
Diego.
that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it
You ate
means
an
a
entire
whale's
wheel of
vagina.
cheeks. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Well,
You
agree
pooped
to
in the
disagree.
fridge?
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed. Hey, Butted Baxter!
Oh.
The bad man, Buddy
Okay.
Baxter.
Big T Bourbon and Cigar has a great point. We need to do a flight fight of the older stuff to see which one we like the best. I think that's a great point, except for we have limited quantities of those, and half of them are supplied by this guy, so he would have to agree. And we'll work on getting some more.
Here's my only problem.
more stock.
I'm down to about 3 ounces there, and
Someone get this man
4
some more
ounces there.
vintage bourbon.
That's
Maybe.
San Diego.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it wants to.
Hey.
YouTube wants
Hey,
to
hey.
flag the Anchorman quotes.
Yes.
They want to flag it?
Yeah, because it says a whale's vagina.
Oh, whatever.
Chad already said it once.
Maybe we could get our friends at Justin's House of Bourbon to set us up with a vintage whiskey flight that we could do on location.
Live or something.
At their
And
place.
talk about that.
Hey, Chad.
Perhaps.
Can I be the producer on this?
Sure.
Yes.
You can be the
Quality control?
the grip. You can move
Okay.
things.
I mean,
Oh,
both of
jeez.
these are so good. I can't.
I'll be the best boy.
Wild
can be
Turkey
the best
101
boy.
is amazing. It's just that this is like Wild Turkey 101 times 5.
It's like 109.
Yeah.
It's like 101 plus.
111.
Well,
It's down to
101
11.
plus.
Why are you pointing on your nipple?
'Cause that's where the pulse
This
is.
is my nipples, Perry.
The nipple is the.
Look at it.
It's like
Okay.
Wild Turkey 110%.
So real quick, let's agree
Woo.
on how we feel about these.
Oh, it's the older.
The older.
Wild
The
Turkey,
older
for
is
sure.
much better,
Yeah.
but not because the 101 is bad. It's
No,
just
no, no.
an
It's
just better.
There's
It's just
something
a more
really.
amazing version of
Yeah, absolutely.
I love this because it's old familiar, and I
Mm-hmm.
gravitate towards it, and I love it. This is just like you were having something in the Wild Turkey family, like the best Russell's Reserve ever, or a lower
Mm-hmm.
proof rare breed, or it doesn't taste like Wild Turkey. It tastes like a higher
These are too
expression
easy.
Wild Turkey expression. Sorry. Allow myself to introduce myself.
Hey, Chad, what would Jesse say about the older Wild Turkey?
Yo, Mr. White. I've been here drinking like this old Wild Turkey for, I don't know, like forever. You need to come over here and drink this with me. All right. Call me back, you bitch. That's what he would say.
And our viewership just dropped.
No, it went up.
I'm just kidding. No, it went down.
No, it went down. Okay, fine.
DH Silv 2, they're basically the same. There's really no color difference between the two.
No. This one just looks darker because
that's a
it's
good
in a
one.
wider bottle. Since it's a 175, it just has more surface area. Looks darker. But in the glass, yeah, they're the same.
You know what? I don't get nearly as much of the nuttiness on the older one. The newer one I find is a lot more
These
pronounced.
questions, a lot of them are really easy, but every now and then you get a one that's
You see what I'm
like,
saying?
what the
Yeah.
hell?
That's why I picked the one that I did, because
I had to throw away all my first ones because it's like all Maker's Mark bottles are hand dipped in red wax. True or false? What? What kind of question is that?
machine dipped.
I've been there. I synced it.
I done it.
All right.
I have my question, but you guys are still
So
postulating.
far, I have 3 that have been just way easy.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say,
All right, I got it.
We're gonna finish up here in a few minutes, and then head over to Instagram and watch this
This mess.
this
Continue.
fun Sunday afternoon continue at My Bourbon Pod. Who knows
We'll
what's
say more like
gonna
15
happen.
minutes from now, maybe
Sure.
4:20, 4:30.
Yeah, let's do that because I think
Check
we
your
all need a
phone.
little bit of time to drink some water.
Check your phone. You'll get a little. If you follow My Bourbon Pod,
At
you'll
My
get a
Bourbon
little,
Pod.
You'll see it. Yeah.
I'm live now. It'll pop. All right, let's do these questions real quick.
All right.
All right.
Who
Who
wants
wants
to
to
go
go
first?
first? Jinx.
Now, how's it going to go? Are you going to ask both of us or just one person and then you use your other question for...
Oh, I have 2. You get
that
2?
two?
Sure.
Okay, I have
Oh,
2.
snap.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay, who's this one for, Perry or me?
Well, I want to let him choose this card real quick. I'll go ahead and ask you your question.
Okay.
This distillery has been family owned and operated on their family farm since 1936. A. Willett, B. Boone County, C. Cedar Ridge.
Give me the options again.
A. Willett, B. Boone County, C. Cedar Ridge.
Dare.
Don't tell. Don't look over there. Well, can you rule anything out?
Phrase it again. Tell me again.
This distillery has been family owned and operated on their family farm since 1936. Can you rule any of these out? Willett, Boone County, Cedar Ridge.
Boone County.
Okay, so
That's
it's A
out.
or C.
I don't know much about Cedar Ridge. Willett, I know they've been around for a minute, but 1936.
Where's that old Bardstown bottle?
I feel like maybe they. Oh, jeez. Cedar Ridge?
Where's Cedar Ridge?
Do you want to ask the audience?
Nope. I'm gonna go.
They
Absolutely
say
not.
they're asking if you can phone a friend.
No. I'm gonna call Mr. Willett. I'm gonna call Michael Veach real quick. I'm gonna say Cedar Ridge.
It's like this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you just lost $500,000. You're wrong. It's Willett.
Dang.
Wow.
You
Trick
guys-
question there, bud.
You guys were all right.
Yeah.
I
Do we
thought
wanna- okay.
Willett was too easy. I don't know. It just
Chad hates to be wrong. LOL.
it didn't feel right.
Chad 0. Just kidding.
Thanks.
Okay. So.
Do you want me to go with
Thanks.
my next to mine? Like we just go around.
Yeah, let's
Robin?
do that. Let's do
okay.
that. Okay.
So should I ask Chad the question or you the question? First?
I guess.
Go and ask me.
No.
Go ahead
Or
and
should
ask
Chad
you.
ask you?
Just ask me.
Okay.
Okay. Hey Chad,
Yes.
what distillery credits Time magazine with its creation? Is it A, Smooth Ambler, B, Old Pogue, or C, Willett?
If it's Willett again,
Oh,
I'm gonna say Smooth Ambler.
It is in fact Smooth Ambler.
he got
Co-founder
one.
Tag Gallienne was traveling from Denver when he came across an article in Time about craft distilling.
I'm keeping score, so Perry doesn't have to do it this time.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Now,
Chad's
I
gonna
guess
ask one.
Perry asks someone, or Chad
Wait.
asks someone. I've asked, you've asked, now he asks.
Okay.
Who am I? Where are we? What are we doing?
This is for Sarah. After years of renovation, Willett,
Are you kidding me?
I'm not, began distilling at the family farm in 2012, 2013, 2015.
I don't even know this one.
A,
2015.
B, C. You are wrong.
You're clipping a little bit of that.
Shut up. Sorry, you're wrong. The first few barrels were stored on January 27th, 2012, which would have been founder Thomas Willett's 103rd birthday.
Well, I don't know.
If I had read the answer, that would have given me a much better perspective into her question.
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
You can ask me now?
Sure, why not?
Okay, let's do it. I'll be wrong twice.
True or false, the leftover corn that is used to make bourbon is used for feed for livestock.
True.
That is fact true.
Thanks for giving me an easy one,
I'm
Perry.
sorry, I had really crappy
You could have
questions.
traded them in. I traded mine
I
in.
didn't know that.
You traded yours in? I didn't know that.
Yes, because they were all way too easy.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Now I have one for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Perry. So me and Chad have the same score. So
Oh,
Perry, if you
jeez.
can get these
You guys
both
both
right,
have questions for me.
if you can get these
Woo!
both right.
Okay.
That was too easy. I know it was too easy.
I'm sorry.
I'll get another one again. Whatever,
Sure, why
I don't
not?
care.
We'll make it even.
But it'll make the episode longer.
Go for
What do
it.
you wanna go
we'll
with?
do it on Instagram.
Okay,
Ask.
okay. The sour mash process is used to A. Maintain the chemical balance of the new mash. B. Discourage growth or foreign bacteria. C. To maintain consistency and quality from batch to batch. Or D. All of the above.
I'm gonna go with D, all of the above.
You are right.
Suck it, Chad.
I knew that.
Now, if you answered Chad's question right, then you'll win.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay.
we'll all tie.
Perry. Pear Bear.
Pear Bear.
Chadwick. Bozeman.
Chadwick Boseman. During Prohibition, how many brands were granted a medicinal exemption to the ban
I think I know this.
on alcohol production? Is it A, 3, B, 7, C, 10.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Okay.
He's going to talk
I gotta walk through this.
like millionaire.
I know at least Old Forester. I'm gonna go with 3.
Perry, you're wrong.
Ah, dang
Oh.
It is
All right.
C, 10.
it. Really?
10.
Does it list
I
how
thought
many
it
there
was
are?
4.
No, it's
I
10.
could have sworn I was on a distillery tour where they said they were one of 4 distilleries. Oh, no,
Well,
wait, that's
bourbon.
Buffalo Trace.
Bourbon distilleries.
Oh.
It wasn't just bourbon distilleries.
So what were the 10 that were...
I don't know. It doesn't say.
That was the key.
So we all
We done goofed.
We're done goof.
We
Tied?
tied.
We tied.
But
Tune in on Instagram and maybe
technically-
we'll do more of this.
Technically, if anyone lost, it would be me because I got
No.
the easiest question on the face of the
You
planet.
sure
so.
did.
I'm sorry.
No,
All
it's
right.
okay. It's
Well,
not your fault.
we would like to thank Perry for joining us.
Hey, yeah, thank you guys
Thanks,
so much for having me
Perry.
here.
Check out
Yeah,
his
it's been a lot of
podcast
fun.
on iTunes, Stitcher.
iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube.
Okay.
Just search.
This is my
The
Bourbon
Bourbon
podcast.
Pick
Sarah,
up your shoe, look under it. There he is.
Sarah and I, we guest on there quite a bit.
And they have an episode, or we have an episode coming out this week where they
I think it
they
might be a
feature
long
on it.
one.
It's a long one, but it's a lot of fun.
There you go. There you go. And follow him on Instagram at My Bourbon Pod right after this, 4:30, 15 minutes from now, because we're going to go live again and we're going to do some more shenanigans. And we're already pretty well lubricated, if you know what I mean, so it should be a fun one. Great. Well, again, thanks, Perry.
Thank you, Chad.
Just say
And
before
Sarah.
I thank Sarah, because I always do it at the
Well, I
end.
want to say thank you to Sarah.
You're
too.
welcome.
All right, fine. I'll go ahead and thank her. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at It's Bourbon Night. You can find things like the Tribeca glasses that we use on our Amazon influencer page. It's amazon.com/shop/It's Bourbon Night. And lastly, you can follow us and become one of our drinking buddies or Bourbon Nights or other things on Patreon. Patreon.com/It's Bourbon Night, where we have polls and stuff that you don't even have to be a contributing member to contribute to the posts and whatnots.
And you guys, just hang tight because I know you love Perry's merchandise, but we are in the works, and I mean in the works, of ordering and printing glassware and t-shirts. You know, we just have to log it in a website and put it out there for you to order on.
Being
but,
on vacation.
but coming to you soon will be that. So just hang tight.
We've
Don't be
gotten to the
distracted by
purple nurple section, apparently, of...
Purple
One day.
of the podcast. All right, cool. Thanks, Barry.
Thank you, Chad.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad and Perry.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
And until next time, you know what to do. Drink more bourbon.